And Maharashtra's grand old alliance between the Shiv Sena and the BJP has survived its biggest crisis. An all-important meeting of the BJP Maharashtra party workers began at 10 a.m. this morning. Sena leaders joined in the huddle later at the BJP office in Mumbai, and a last-ditch attempt managed to salvage the new alliance, with a new proposal being put out on the table. The BJP, as per the new deal, will get 130 seats, at least 11 more than what the Sena had offered earlier. Sena gets 151 it wanted, but the allies have lost their share, with only 7 seats being left for them.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी और शिवसेना का अलायंस आगे चलते रहना चाहिए, ये मानसिकता शिवसेना में भी है, भाजपा की भी है, और इसके कई अलग अलग प्रपोजल्स वर्कआउट किए जा रहे हैं, क्योंकि कांग्रेस राष्ट्रवादी को परास्त करना, उनको पराजित करना, ये आम जनता की भावना है। और ये ध्यान में लेकर जो नए नए प्रपोजल आते हैं उस पर हम बहुत सिंसियरली वर्कआउट कर रहे हैं। आज जिस प्रपोजल को लेकर चर्चा हुई है, उस प्रपोजल की चर्चा करते समय हमारे जो साथी मित्रपक्ष और भी है, जिसमें स्वाभिमानी शेतकरी संगठन है, जिसमें आरपीआई है, जिसमें राष्ट्रीय समाज पक्ष है, जिसमें शिव संग्राम है, इन चारों के साथ आज शाम को इस नए प्रपोजल को लेकर हम साथ मिलकर चर्चा करेंगे, और उसके बाद जो होगा वो आपको हम बता देंगे।
And our correspondent Amrita Shedge now joining us. Amrita, it's going to be tough to build the campaign to a good pitch to involve the voters who are already tiring of what they've seen and heard. Their belief in alliance politics may have diminished. So what is the sense you're getting in the voters in the state?
Sanjana, the important combined meeting of Shiv Sena and BJP has just got over, and both the leaders came here and they have clearly said that we will be in Mahayuti, we will be in alliance, the alliance will not break. They have said that we will be giving the new formula, but what is that new formula? They haven't talked about that. But according to our sources, we are getting the information that BJP will be getting 130 seats, Shiv Sena will be getting 151 seats, which was the same formula given by Shiv Sena, which was the last formula given by Shiv Sena, and 7 for the other small alliance parties. But here we have to understand that if 7 seats they are giving to the small alliance parties, then the alliance parties will not be happy with that, because RPI yesterday only clearly said that we want 20 seats. RSP has clearly said that we want 10 seats. Both the parties have given deadline till this afternoon, and after that they have said if we do not get the seats we want, then definitely we will think about some other option. So there is a possibility of such small parties going out of the alliance. But now also at 4 p.m. There will be another meeting between Shiv Sena and BJP, and after that the picture will be clear. But as of now, the seat sharing formula, the new seat sharing formula says 130 to BJP, 151 for Shiv Sena and 7 for the other parties. Now it depends on the other parties whether they continue with the alliance or they come out of the alliance, because definitely they are not happy with the new seat sharing formula. Back to you.
Well, Amrita, stay with us. Let me quickly cut across to Javed Ansari, who is joining us in the studio. Javed, what happens on the Congress NCP front? Because while in government, they remained ill at ease and made it clear at every available opportunity that there were less of partners and more rivals despite being in power together. How is the Shiv Sena BJP alliance being intact going to affect the other alliance now?
Look, as it is, the NCP Congress alliance carries a baggage of 15 years of anti-incumbency. However, now the NCP is based on its performance in the 2014 general elections, where they won 4 seats and the Congress won only 2. They believe that their share should go up. In 2009, they had contested 114, and the Congress had contested 174. I am given to understand that the Congress has offered them a bit more, perhaps in the region of 129 to 130, 131. The fact that the Sena and the BJP have managed to stitch together their alliance should spur the Congress and the NCP to do likewise. We will probably know for sure late this evening after the 8:30 meeting.
Right, Amrita, let me come to you. If you can just give us an idea right now of how the numbers are stacked, because the way things are going right now, there's not much that's been left for the regional parties.
Definitely. BJP, and that is the reason all the regional parties have given deadline till this afternoon. Since last 2 days, they clearly were saying that we are not happy with what is being done by Shiv Sena and BJP. Even RPI chief Ramdas Athawale clearly said that I am playing the role of mediator between Shiv Sena and BJP. Both the parties are not accepting each other's formula. BJP is giving new formula, Shiv Sena is rejecting it. Shiv Sena coming out with new formula, BJP is rejecting it. In that case, all the small alliance parties were playing the role of mediator. They were talking to Shiv Sena leaders, they were talking to BJP leaders. Also, they had said that we want the double number seat. RPI clearly said that we will not accept single digit seat. So that is the reason the alliance parties are not happy, and they have given deadline till this afternoon, which will end in next some hours. So definitely Shiv Sena and BJP have to come forward and take some decision regarding these small parties.
But using what you're saying as a jumping off point, Javed, you know, these two small parties, the Rashtriya Samaj Paksh and the Swabhimani Shetkari Sangatna, have emerging clout, and they've been sort of viewing, you know, the BJP and the Shiv Sena, their tactics as more of shenanigans and less of an opportunity for actual good governance, and hence they've issued this deadline. How do you think they're going to react to this, considering there's a paltry sum of 7 seats now left for them?
Yes, 7 seats, but I'm sure the Sena will give some from its side. The BJP will part for a few, with a few from its side. They will both be adjusted. These parties, while they are emerging, they're still not in a position to go it alone. And therefore, even this morning we heard their leaders saying that unless we will decide, that these two parties together will decide which of the combination they should go with, whether the Sena or the BJP. So this must be good news for them. Of course, they could have done with a lot more seats, but they're not in a position to dictate terms. They will have to piggyback on the Sena-BJP alliance.
Right, and just earlier we were talking about who's actually buckling under pressure. So how do you see the power broker being sort of, you know, distributed now, considering who do you see as having the advantage if the BJP Shiv Sena actually come to power in Maharashtra?
Well, it will depend on who wins, and like Rajdeep was saying and Mr. Ketke was saying, that it's most likely that the BJP will win a larger number of seats. Well, in that case, the BJP that will call the shots. The BJP has forced Sena to concede. Much will depend on the election results. Power equations continue to change, and perhaps both sides realize that this was an election for them to lose. I mean, they have everything going for them. Rather than shoot themselves in the foot, stand on false egos, and not come together, they've managed to sink their differences. Political parties have this uncanny ability of stitching together alliances even at the 11th hour, and they will hopefully be able to make use of the 15 years of the anti-incumbency that the NCP Congress government faces in Maharashtra.
Amrita, let me come to you with the same question. What's the sense that you're getting with on ground, BJP and Shiv Sena? Who believes that the ball is in their court? Who believes that they can actually call the shots now when it comes to the alliance, and more importantly, the Chief Minister's post?
See, Chief Minister's post was the question, and this is still the question there in the alliance, because both the parties were saying that Shiv Sena was saying that we have our base in Maharashtra, and because of that we will be having the Chief Minister for Maharashtra. BJP said that we are the largest party, and the Modi wave is there. Because of that, the Lok Sabha result we all have seen. Shiv Sena got that result because of the Modi wave. The candidates won because of the Modi wave. So because of that, BJP is clearly saying that the CM will be from our party. So that conflict is definitely there. Both of the parties are still saying that the CM will be from our party. So we have to wait and watch what decision they take. But if we talk about the alliance parties, both the parties, they have their people with them. Because if we talk about Shetkari Sangathan, then the farmers are with that party in Maharashtra from the grassroots level. If we talk about the RPI party, then the Dalits are with that party. So definitely the small parties also have their own followers. So that will be very difficult for BJP and Shiv Sena also to go without them and carry out the alliance. Back to you.
Right, but Javed, can the BJP actually, even though they had this spectacular victory, can they actually afford to call the shots when it comes to Maharashtra per se? Because let's face it, on ground, logistically, Shiv Sena is bang on. Politically, they're strong. Their numbers are organized in the state, and they have a massive following. So, can the BJP actually take a shot like that with Shiv Sena?
Look, the reason that the BJP believes that they should get the lion's share of the seats is because they believe the momentum is with them. They believe that in Narendra Modi, and rightfully so, they have the most popular leader in the country, and they believe that his charisma will be able to see them through. In their scheme of things, the political scenario in the country has undergone a seismic change, that everybody, they believe, is shifting towards the BJP, and given the fact that they have in Narendra Modi a leader who happens to be the most popular one in the country, this, in their view, is the best time to expand their area of influence. If they don't do it now, they won't be able to do it. That's why they've jettisoned their allies, existing allies in Haryana, and they're going it alone for the first time, and they almost did the same in Maharashtra. They haven't been successful that way, but they've at least succeeded partly, that is in forcing the Sena to concede some ground to them.
Absolutely, and let's move to the other alliance now, with the Congress and the NCP teams led by Prithviraj Chavan and Praful Patel, who have met at the Chief Minister's residence, discussed a seat-sharing formula for the assembly polls. But both sides have dug in their heels, the NCP insisting on its demand for 144 seats against the Congress's offer of 125. Meanwhile, after that, NCP boss Sharad Pawar called for another meet at his residence. This after the meeting of the Congress and the NCP failed to actually break the deadlock. The Congress has declared that it will consult the High Command, and another round of meeting between the allies is scheduled for 8 p.m. tonight.